what we're doing is, what is our mission? Our mission is to do good at every opportunity to every person that we meet, especially to those that are members of our own family, so to speak. And you will see this embedded, integral to the message and theme of all of these major religions, if you will. These religions, as we call them, as a functional term. It's a vehicle, it's a means through which, by which means people in various ways seek to and use as well to explain to themselves and to others what it is that they're encountering in the world every day, at all times, from all directions. And this is called living. And to have a definition of what it is to be living, you will need a source for definition. That is what a thing is called, if you will. But that is what a thing is to begin with, as what it is as by definition. And this is the starting point. This could be an agreed upon premise or some agreed upon way that anything that one encounters is to be defined, or as its first place articulated. And so, to have a definition, you will need a way to communicate that definition to some other person or some other thing. If that thing has a defined and is a person, then we say that is a person. But that is a thing in this life that we are encountering. People, other ways of thinking, seeing, looking at the world, and speaking about that world and interpreting our experiences, each of us. You and me, and them and they, and all of us, and none of us, so to speak. And this is the definition. This is what it is that we will agree upon as our starting place. Next, and this could be anything from a stop sign to a hypodermic needle to a 16-ounce claw hammer, or whatever, framing hammer. Whatever it is, street car, a road, a mountain, oxygen, water, whatever it is, then there is an agreed upon starting point, and from there, then proceeds behavior. And now that we have defined this thing, a stop sign, or whatever, what then shall we do in response to that? And there you have the beginning of the layout of the interweaving of the fabric that we call society, as is made up of all of these things, factors, people, objects, and variously construed symbols, sounds, gestures, that we call language. Now then, in that sense, we interpret that and call it language. And so, you have your definition, that's the starting point. It's the stop sign. What is it? Well, you stop. Great. For how long? And shall there be another one in the other direction? And so on and so forth. And then you have the behavior that follows, and the way to reinforce this definition and to enforcement of the rules of society. And society is a set of rules. And society equals the behavior of the members of society. That is to say, the behavior of the members of society that is repeated over and over and over again. And that is society, as we call it, as by definition. Society is a set of rules. The society equals the behavior of the members of society that is repeated over and over and over again. And then following that behavior, as you behave according to the rules of a society, and the definition is provided by and reinforced by those rules as they are followed and repeated over and over and over again. And we'll see that society is a set of rules, and society equals the behavior of the members of society that is repeated over and over and over again. And a society is a repeated thing, as in society is a set of repeated things, a set of rules. And here we see implications of things. Things. T-H-I-N-G-S. Things. Implications of things. So that you have definitions, meanings, implications of things. T-H-I-N-G-S. Things. The definition is your starting point. Starting point. The definition is your starting point, where we all begin and agree that we shall begin. Next, meaning. As in, what does this thing or that thing or anything mean? Nothing until the behavior is evident based on that definition of that thing. And then you have definitions of meanings, implications of things. Now the implication is what happens as a result of all of that and keeps happening over and over and over again. Yeah. Definitions, meanings, implications of things. Things!
Can you see how this is like Christians? Well, can you? Do you?